Well, hello and welcome to our Crime Blotter Extra. I'm John Asbury and this is Rich Brooks. We're here today to talk about final arguments and possible jury deliberations in the Earl Ellis Green trial in the murder of Riverside police officer Ryan Bonominio. Jurors are deliberating today on whether Green should face the death penalty or should face life in prison without parole and offer their recommendation to a judge, which will make a final decision during sentencing, hopefully in the next month. Rich, now tell us about what goes on in these deliberations and what a jury might be weighing right now.
Prosecutors and defense attorneys generally agree that it's dangerous to try to predict what any jury will do. That said, especially in death penalty cases because of the gravity of the situation, jurors sometimes will reach a tentative decision on a given day, decide they want to go home and sleep on it, then come back the next morning and decide what it is they actually want to do. Bottom line is it's impossible to predict on what day a verdict is going to come back.
Right. And so where it may appear based on the evidence to be a clear-cut decision, jurors obviously have a lot to consider. A man's life is at stake here, and the jury's recommendation, it's not an absolute that the judge has to carry that death sentence out.
Well, by law, I'm not an attorney, but by law, if you look at, examine these things, a judge for specific, very good reasons has the ability to reduce a verdict. In other words, if the jury comes back with the death penalty, if, as a matter of law, the judge finds that there's no legal basis for that verdict, the judge can reduce it to life without parole. The reverse is not true. If a jury comes back with LWOP, life without the possibility of parole, the judge cannot increase it.
Sure, and obviously this is a case that is being watched very closely at the Riverside Courthouse, probably more so than any other case in the next few years. Last time we were in court for the verdict on the evidence, the courtroom was filled with Riverside police officers and just packed to the gills of people waiting for this tense and very important moment, now waiting for a death penalty verdict. Well, that'll do it. Thanks again for coming in. I'm John Asbury, and this is Rich Brooks.